Assalamu alaikum, Exhibition Cadet Sabir Shah on my channel Division Cadet 9936, and today the topic is going to be Operation Sindoor and losses of India. Two sides, they have a conflict with each other and they have a full-scale war, although for a very short period of time, which is for just for 4 days, but it's evident that losses would happen. That Indian spokesperson also said that losses are part of war. Yes, it is true, but not acknowledging them, not honoring them is the most disgraceful part on any government or any of the forces. Any soldier who actually joins, when he joins military or he or she joins military forces, I think no matter what country that is, that person has only 3 goals. Number 1, and I will go with the priority, the top one is to keep the nation up, to keep the national flag up, to keep that country, give it its deserved pride, no matter what country that is. Start from, let's say, on poverty level, the poorest country at the moment in the world is Somalia, and the richest country, the United States of America. So this huge financial difference, but yet the soldier's motto is the same: to die for the nation, and the death before dishonor. That's the first priority. The second priority of any soldier, no matter what the rank is, whether it's a chief or no matter if it's just a sepoy, a normal foot soldier, the second priority is to give a fame to his battalion, to his company, to his corps, or in Air Force like its squadron, in Navy like its fleet. That's his second priority. And then the third priority comes the family. Because why family is on the third one? Like in the normal world, the family is always number 1, right? But I put it on the third place. That could be my own personal opinion, but most of the soldiers would agree with me on that. Because once they go for the cause for number 1 and number 2, for their battalion, for their country, they know that those people would honor the family of the martyred one, the soldier that has given his life, that's been killed in action. He knows that there is someone to take care of them. And that's why, for like in Pakistan, the lowest rank is of sepoy or the junior tech or the sailor in Navy, and their salary is right on the minimum salary level, which is about 30,000 rupees a month. And for 30,000 rupees a month, a person doesn't hesitate to take a bullet on his chest. Why? Because he's a volunteer, first thing, and his top priorities are well set, and he knows that if he gives his life in the line of duty, there is someone to honor him, there is someone to take care of him, and that's how the soldiers move on. So India-Pakistan war, and now the some disturbing news came out from the Indian side, although Indian media is not reporting any of them. A document was released which was taken, there are many spies all around the world, so that piece of document has been surfaced on Pakistani media, so it's a one-sided news. India has not confirmed. We have to wait until India actually acknowledges the people who gave their lives in the line of duty fighting for India, and they have been dishonored so far because no credit has been given. So India acknowledges massive losses to Operation Sindoor and decides to honor aboard troops, those who were down. And the news, the reports that has been surfacing now, that India has lost over 250 soldiers right on LOC, the line of control. That's not a border, that's not an international border, it's a disputed area, ceasefire line, which is later called line of control between two Kashmirs, Indian occupied Kashmir and Pakistani administrated Kashmir. That's called LOC, line of control. So around that line of control, 250 soldiers. And then on top of that, uh, on 7th May, the ones who attacked Pakistan, and Pakistan shot down a few of the Rafales, MiG-21, MiG-29, Sukhoi 30, and Mirage 2000, and some Israeli drones. So, an S-400, the Russian system. By the way, HQ-9 Pakistani system is the mother company is the same. It's the Russian. So S-400 and HQ-9 are similar in kind of operations. But each battery at least contains 40 to 50 people, staff, and 2 of the batteries were destroyed. So definitely they are not destroyed. The system, they don't operate solely. There is someone to operate them. There's so many. I mean, the S-400 has many parts, many units, many assemblies, and all of them they work together. Like there's a control room, there's a launch pad, and there's a missile section, and then the part in the control room where they physically observe the thing. So there's so many things together, batteries they call them, and then 2 of the batteries were killed at 2 different airports, air bases. So definitely a lot of people have died. Because May 10th, no one talks about May 10th. The losses India did on May 10th, Pakistan fully acknowledged them. Pakistan spokespeople, they came to on national media, and they told about our losses. Our squadron leader Usman, along with 3 other senior techs and junior techs, embraced martyrdom. And guess what? The place he's residing, the governor of that province, went to visit him and his family. Prime Minister of Pakistan went to visit the family and offered condolences to all of them. Then the President of Pakistan also visited the family and gave condolences. The Chief of Army Staff, the highest rank in Pakistan military, Field Marshal General Syed Asim Munir, went to visit the family and paid their condolences. And the leader, the boss of the Air Force, Chief of Air Staff, he also visited the family. He even visited the injured ones on Bulari attack in the hospitals. This is a level of motivation you gave your people who became Ghazis and came back alive from a war. And this is how they should be honored. This is how they should be, so that the other one, that those who are fighting for this country, they should know that there is someone at their back. But unfortunately, Indian government, because of political reasons, did not honor their soldiers. Any war that is begun with a political motive to win some elections, you would always lose that war, because you can never gain political objectives out of a war. Look at India, America, Afghanistan, Gulf Wars, the Vietnam War. Everything is in front of you. Political reasons for a war you can never win. But yeah, Pakistan won because we were defending. We had no political motives behind. We were defending, and that's why. And we had no shame to honor our people, to honor our men. Even when India attacked on 7th May, we could have probably, hid all these kind of news. But no, a fact is a fact. And Pakistan spokespeople came on national media and delivered the press conference and telling what kind of things we have lost during this war. But all, including the political government, including the military spokespeople, everyone is telling lie to Indians, to Indian population, to Indian nation, and it's the right of Indian nations to know the truth. So I'll just read the report by one of the channels in Pakistan, which says, this is Dunia News, Islamabad. Bowing before mounting internal pressure, the Indian government has now acknowledged massive loss of its military personnel in Operation Sindoor and decided to honor 100 of their troops, including 4 fighter pilots and 5 operators of the Russian defense system killed by Pakistani armed forces. Now, I don't know how India is going to present that, because they are denying to the day that they haven't lost any jets and nothing. So how are they going to honor? If you don't honor your army, your soldiers are going to be demotivated because they know no one is going to back them when they die. So why to die? Think about it. India launched missile attack on Pakistan on May 7th on a false pretext of Islamabad's involvement in killing of tourists in Pahalgam area of the occupied Kashmir in April. Again, we still need to see the bodies of those 28 people India claims are dead. We haven't seen, apart from 24 bodies are still missing, and those terrorists, where are they? I mean, this is now day 80th, and yet not even a single arrest in that. So, false flag. So, fearing internal backlash, the government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is also called Surrender Modi by the Congress President, the opposition party, tried to conceal the losses suffered at the hands of Pakistan forces. Indian security sources said that in an attempt to avoid humiliation, the government initially hid the losses suffered during the operation. However, due to the mounting internal pressure, the Indian government has acknowledged the loss of life and now been forced to award its military personnel. Now, let's see what happened back in times like in Operation Swift Retort in 2019. The wing commander Abhinandan, who was caught by Pakistanis, normal people, common citizens, and then handed over to the army, and he lost MiG-21, and he couldn't even fire a single missile on his aircraft. But yet, when he went home, he was given 5 awards, including the Veer Chakra, the biggest award of Indian Army. So now these people are saying that we fought, we gave our lives, and yet we are not acknowledged. No, you have to do that. So let me give you the report of who is going to be awarded. Okay. So India has lost more than 250 soldiers along the line of control. These included 7 members of the Indian Air Force, 5 personnel of the 10th Infantry Brigade at G-Top, and 9 soldiers from headquarters of the 93rd Infantry Brigade. All of them are now being awarded posthumously. 4 Indian Air Force pilots also be awarded medals, including 3 pilots of Rafale jets. Among those to be honored as 5 operators of the advanced S-400 air defense system who were killed at Adampur Air Base. 9 other personnel posted at Udhampur Air Base and its air defense unit. 2 personnel killed at the Rajouri Aviation Base, and 4 soldiers, including the officer commanding of the Uri Supply Depot. Now, these all losses are through intelligence sources they came to Pakistan, and then all the newspapers, they put up almost a similar kind of, and it's not reported by any journalist. It says web desk, or it says the news desk, or it says whenever this kind of report, that means that is paid content and someone is paying to print that content out. I totally believe that, but the question still remains the same. The May 7th, Pakistan, in retaliation, at least international media is confirmed, French official also said at least 3 aircrafts have been down. On defense, if we can down their 3 aircrafts, imagine on May 10th, what would have Pakistan done to them when we did a full-fledged attack, including drones, including our aircrafts, even the Mirages 3 and 5s were also used, and that was a full-fledged attack on, some of the aircrafts have been entered into the Indian territory, and some of the drones even went to New Delhi and into house of Mr. Modi. So Pakistan went in. Imagine what kind of destruction Pakistan had done. Not only that, the Fateh 1, the missile, the rockets fired, local people were sitting around them. You saw them in the videos. So just imagine what kind of damage has been done on India during those days, and India has to acknowledge, because this report at the end says very clearly, and then I will finish my video today. Defense experts say that any professional army in the world proudly honors its martyrs and wounded soldiers. But India not only hid its losses, it also refused to acknowledge the sacrifice of its own soldiers, a practice that is considered highly disgraceful and unprofessional for any military. It is true, And we need to know about Shivangi Singh, what has happened to her, because again internal reports came out that her parents reached out to the Air Force and said, please show us our daughter, tell us where she is, if she died, she's alive. We need to know that. We have to honor our daughter. And yet no news of Shivangi Singh, who was a Rafale pilot and after 7th May had gone AWOL, absent without leave, and MIA is missing in action. And Pakistan has really refused that we don't have her, because that was the aerial battle fought at least 100 kilometers from each border away, and so there's no way that she could come in there. And all those videos, see, when you eject out with a Martin Baker seat, you have the seat at your back because the parachute is in the seat, not a person is wearing a parachute like the MBs, Martin Baker seats. You come down with the seat, and the video circulating around, I think it's a paratrooping jump. So Pakistan has already refused. India also confirmed that neither India nor Pakistan has anyone of each other's soldiers or pilots. So what happened to her, I think her family deserves to know. So we stand with Shivangi. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.